we'll see if you want to change the location of a force from one point to the other, how it could be done without affecting the entire system of forces on the rigid body. So a force F is applied at a point F on this body. This force F can be moved to anywhere along this line of action. Either you can apply here, here, or anywhere along the line of action. That is principle of transmissibility. The force point of application can be changed anywhere along the line of action without changing the effect on the body. Suppose if you want to change this force from this point A to this point B, which are separated by these two are parallel directions, separated by a distance D. We cannot simply change it to this point B. That will affect the total action of the force system on this body. What we are now going to do is, at point A, the load F is already acting. At the point B, which is parallel to this direction of F, I am applying two forces at B. One force along the direction of F and another one opposite the direction of F. So that the point B, there are two equivalent opposite forces are applied at the same point. So the system will not have any change. This will be the same as this one. So the first one, force at A. The second case, applied forces at B, equal and opposite. Applied forces F. Now what will happen is, this F and this F, these two are equal and opposite parallel forces separated by a distance D. This F already at A and the applied force F in the opposite direction in B. These two are unlike parallel forces separated by a distance D, so that too will produce a moment M is equal to F into D at the point B. F into D, since this is in this direction, with respect to this, it will rotate the body in a clockwise direction, and this will remain the unbalanced. So this force plus a moment. So if you want to replace the force from this point A to this point B, which are separated by a distance parallel to parallel planes and parallel distances D between them, that will be equivalent to a force acting at B in the same direction as that of F plus a couple or a moment M is equal to F into D. So here this is equal to, the third figure is force F at B plus coupled F into D and B. So sometimes we may require, as we proceed further, if you want to replace a force from one location to another parallel location, we do not simply replace that force alone. It will produce a coupled F into D also. So replacement of a force from one point to the other is equal to a direct force F plus a moment F into D. Let us illustrate it with the help of a numerical example. So let us see the application of what is discussed earlier. Replacement of a force. The question is, replace the force acting at A by a force and couple at B. So we have to replace this force from A to B. So how it is to be done? Here see, by having this force system for the given question, we can find out what are the values of sigma Fx. Sigma Fx, there are no horizontal forces. So the given force, the effect of the given force on the given body is, or given structure is, sigma Fx is equal to 0. Sigma Fy, there is only one force which is acting downward, it is minus 10. And what about the moment of this force about B? We are going to replace the force into B. So the moment of this force about B is equal to moment of force about B is equal to force into perpendicular distance 10 into 3. Numerically, it is 10 into 3. What about the sign? This 10 kilonewton is acting downwards. Rotate your finger with respect to B. So the finger goes in anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus 10 into 3 or minus 30 kilonewton meter, or you can write it as anti-clockwise. So for the given system of force is equal to sigma fx0, sigma fy minus 10 and mb is equal to minus 30 kilonewton meter. So you have to replace this force to point B. By replacing it, we have to get the same system. Okay. Now let us see same resultant values. So I am going to replace it. Say first of all I am going to change the force only to 10. I am making this force. I am shifting this force to B. Let me shift from this point A to point B. What happens? You check what are the resultant force system, what are the resultant values. Sigma fx is 0. Sigma fy is also minus 10. Okay, no problem. What about moment at B? By placing this load 10 kilonewton at B, the moment at B will be 10 into 0, 0. So is it equivalent to the system? No. This is cannot be directly transferred to this point, because if you transfer it, all these conditions should be satisfied. So what we have to do? Next what I do is, I will place this 10 kilonewton here. Along with that, there is a moment minus 30. Apply an anti-clockwise moment. 30 kilonewton meter. So you apply the forces like this. A force of 10 kilonewton as well as an anti-clockwise moment of 30 kilonewton meter at B. So that let us check what is sigma fx? 0. Sigma fy minus 10. And sigma mb. Sigma mb means sum of the moments of all the forces. There is an applied moment of 30 kilonewton meter anti-clockwise. So the moment hb is nothing but minus 30. So this and this are same. So if you want to replace a force 10 kilonewton to another point B, you have to apply a force of 10 plus this 10 into 3. If it produces an anti-clockwise moment, apply that anti-clockwise moment also at that particular point B, so that these two systems are now the same. The body's effect of these forces will be the same. See, same question. Suppose here I am asking you to replace it as a force and couplet C. Say, I am going to ask you, replace it with a force and couplet C. C is a point marked in this figure here, 4 meters. The same system of force, no change, a force of 10 kilonewton. If you want to change it as a force and couplet C, let us see what about here. The first given system, sigma fx is 0, sigma fy is minus 10, and you are asked to change it to C. So sigma mc, moment about C is equal to, this is 10 into 4, magnitude is 10 into 4. What about the sign? Place this in this direction, rotate it about C. Or place the thumb in this direction, rotate it. It goes in clockwise direction. So this moment is 40 clockwise. 40 kilonewton meter. Unit is always important, and clockwise. So the given system is equivalent to these values. Now I have to replace it. I have to change this force to C. So what is Fy? Minus 10. So at the point C, you apply 10 kilonewton. Along with that, there is a moment of 40 kilonewton meter. You apply a clockwise moment of 40 kilonewton meter at C. By checking this, we can see sigma fx 0, sigma fy minus 10, and sigma mc, that is 40. So both these are equal. So if you want to replace a force from one place to another point in the same parallel direction, You have to replace it with a force of the same value and a moment. What is the moment of this force about that particular point? This will be useful in coming sessions. We have one more numerical example from this side, which is a common question in university exams. Okay, I'm going to discuss an example. A rigid bar AB is acted upon by the forces as shown. A rigid bar is acted upon by the forces as shown. Reduce the force system into a single force. What do you mean by that? Reduce the force system into a single force means find out the resultant of the force system. Second question. Reduce the force system into a force and moment at A. So we have to replace it, the entire system, into a single force at A and a moment. The third one. Reduce the force system into a force and moment at D. We'll see one by one. The first part of the question is reduce it into a single force. Single force means first part of the question. Find the resultant. So we have discussed what is how to find the resultant. Sigma Fx. There are no horizontal forces, so 0. Sigma Fy, sum of the vertical forces, 8. It's acting up, so minus 8 plus 6. No, 8 is acting upward, so 8 plus 6 is acting down, minus 6. This 8 is acting down, minus 8 plus 12. So it's 6 kilonewton. Then resultant is equal to square root sigma Fx square plus sigma Fy the whole square. So root of 0 square plus 6 square is the answer 6 kilonewton. So the resultant is 6 kilonewton. It is positive. That is Fy is like this. So the resultant is 6 kilonewton acting upwards, and tan theta sigma Fy by Fx, Fy is 6 by 0, 0, therefore theta 90 degrees. So with the horizontal line, the resultant is 90 degree. So the resultant is 90 degree, making an angle of 90 degrees with x direction, and it is acting upwards, it's kilonewton. Even without doing all these things, we can simply find out the resultant in this one single step. Since there are only vertical forces, algebraic sum of the vertical forces will be the single force which replaces the entire system. Now, this is not complete, we have to find out the location also. So to find the location or position of resultant. So we have got the value 6 kilonewton. If we have to replace this by 6 kilonewton, let us find out where it should act. Let us assume, let it be at x distance from, I will assume say A, from the left end A. I will take this as reference. Let it be at a distance x from A. Therefore, r into x, moment of the resultant about A will be equal to sum of moments of all the forces about A. This is Varigman's principle or principle of moments. Moment of the resultant about a point will be equal to sum of the moments of all the forces about the same point. So let us find out what is sigma ma, moment of all the forces about A. This 8 kilonewton is acting at A, so it will not be having any moment, 0. This 6 kilonewton, 6 into 4. This is the direction of 6, rotate it, clockwise moment. So 6 into 4. This 8 into distance, 4 plus 4, 8. 8 into 8. Here also, this is the direction of the force, it will rotate clockwise, plus 8 into 8. This 12, this is acting like this. So 12 into distance, 3 plus 4, 7, 11. 12 into 11 is the moment. This is the direction of the force. Rotate it about A. Rotate it about A. It rotates anti-clockwise. Place your thumb in the direction of the arrow. Rotate it about the point. We have to take the moment. So it's anti-clockwise. Minus 12 into distances. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3, 11. So moment of the forces about the point works out to minus 44. It is anti-clockwise. The forces system is producing an anti-clockwise moment about A. Now put in this, R into X is equal to minus 44. R is equal to 6. 6 into X is equal to 44. Therefore, X is equal to 7.33 meter. So, I can mark it. The given rigid bar AB. From A, the resultant is 6 kilonewton acting at 7.33. This is 4, this is 8, so it will be acting somewhere here. The resultant is acting up. The magnitude is 6. And this angle is 90 degree. And this distance is 7.33 meter. Let us see, this R with reference to R also produces anti-clockwise moment. So this entire force system has been now replaced with a single force, 6 kilonewton acting upwards, making an angle of 90 degrees with the axis of the bar and at a distance of 7.33 meter. So this is the given force system is reduced to a single force, or find out the resultant force. So first part of the question is over. Coming to the second part. So this is the given question. This has to be changed as a single force and moment at A. So A, the given question, or the first given question, this was the question. It has been replaced as a single force of 6 kilonewton. Okay, it is replaced as a single. So for the given system, this given system, sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 6 kilonewton acting upward, so 6 kilonewton positive. And what is ma? Moment about A. Moment about A is 6 into 7.33. Isn't it? This has been replaced as a single force. So moment of this force about A is, we have this done earlier, 6 into 7.33. It is minus 44, minus 44 kilonewton meter. We did not have to repeat again. Ma is equal to the 6 into 4 plus 8 into 8 minus 12 into 11. We have already done it, or that is equivalent to the 6 into 7.33, or it is 7.32. I have corrected it. So it will be slightly some numerical decimal places changes. Anyway, the moment at A is equal to minus 44 kilonewton meter. This is the given system. Now how to replace it to the point A? So you apply the 6 kilonewton at A. Along with that, you apply a moment of minus 44. Minus 44 means anti-clockwise. So this is the anti-clockwise direction. We apply 44 kilonewton meter at A. So let us check. Sigma fx 0, sigma fy 6, and sigma ma minus 44. So the given system is reduced to a single system. This is the second part of the question. It has been reduced to a single force at A and a moment at A, or a couple at A. Then third part of the question, you have to reduce it to a force and moment at D. So the given question, so to solve the problem in the third part, this is the first part of the question. It is replaced to a single force. Point D. What about the distance of B from here? This is 7.33. Totally it is 8. So this distance will be 8 minus 7.33. It works out to, see, 0.67. This is 0.67. So moment of the force is about D. You can find out what is. So the given force system. This is the given force system. Sigma Fy 6. Moment about D is equal to 6 into 0.67. This is acting in the upward direction, which produces clockwise moment. 6 into 0.67. It works out to 4 kilonewton meter. So this is the sigma Fh0. So if you want to replace this single force system into a force at D, at the point D, you apply 6 kilonewton, and along with that you apply a moment of 4 kilonewton meter. This is the answer for the third part. So if this is not okay for you, we can do it once again in another form. You forget about this first part of the answer. Forget about the first part of the answer. Consider the given question itself. Find out what is moment at D. The moment at D is equal to minus 8. This produces 8 into 8 clockwise moment. This produces 6 into 4 anti-clockwise moment. This produces 12 into 3 anti-clockwise moment. So this works out to 64 minus 24 minus 36, 4 kilonewton meter. This also works to 4 kilonewton meter clockwise. So find out what is the moment at the point due to the given loads, either considering the entire system from the beginning, or it is a simple way I have discussed. The given single force system is equal to a 6 kilonewton force at 7.33 from this end. So this point D, which is at 0.6667 or 0.66 meter or 0.67 meter. So this force into this 6 into 0.67, that will also contribute the same value, 4 kilonewton meter. So with that we stop the analysis for parallel coplanar force system. So the third class of force system is, we have discussed concurrent forces, the parallel forces. Now non-concurrent forces. The forces can be in any direction. They need not have the line of action meeting at one point. The line of action need not be parallel, or they can be oriented in any direction. So in the next video, we will be dealing with the resultant of non-concurrent coplanar forces, or the general force system. We call it as the general force system. Thank you.